Teacher, film more.
It's honestly not that different. You're like 3 inches lower.
Number 10, Revolutionary War, Season 43. On the night before 2018 Super Bowl, SNL aired this hilarious sketch that put a historical spin on the battle between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are the Patriots of New England, and we are unstoppable!
Yeah! Do we even know how to lose? No!
Although the episode was hosted by Natalie Portman, SNL icons Tina Fey and Rachel Dratch also appear in this sketch. So it's no wonder Pete Davidson barely made it through without cracking.
King Philip's War!
Killed it!
Lexington, Concord!
Crushed it!
And now Bunker Hill!
The best one yet, kid!
While Davidson managed to keep it together for the first half of the bit, once Fey and her Philadelphia trio burst onto the scene, it's a wrap for him. The comedian attempts to hide behind the documents he's holding. But next to Beck Bennett's and Kyle Mooney's very serious faces, he stands out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, we's a bunch of rowdy Quakers.
Sir, you're from Philadelphia?
Yeah, West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Number 9, Weekend Update, Season 47. Things barely stay afloat in this Weekend Update segment featuring Pete Davidson and Alex Moffat's Guy Who Just Bought a Boat. Moffat first joins Colin Jost in the bit, delivering a spur of the recurring character's signature nautical jokes.
I'm getting word in my side piece, breaking news. My boy Koyjoy and SNL Boy Toy are saying ahoy hoy to an aquatic toy.
They are then joined by Davidson after it is revealed that he just purchased a ferry alongside Jost and a third partner. Davidson makes a joke about New York City Mayor Eric Adams and breaks immediately after.
Which is how I found out we have a new mayor? What happened to Bloomberg?
It's all downhill from there. Once Moffat launches into a flurry of thinly veiled sex euphemisms, Davidson barely contains himself and has to look away.
Look, it's the width that counts. Mine's like a tuna can.
By the end of the bit, there's no use hiding, and even Jost can't keep it together. Number 8, Test Prep, Season 44. In this sketch, host Sandra Oh plays a substitute teacher who conducts SAT test prep for a bunch of high schoolers.
One day you wake up and everything's different. You're not a kid anymore. No more playing with dolls. Now it's drinking with beer.
Adie Bryant, Kate McKinnon, and Kyle Mooney play students who hilariously veer off into dramatic philosophical monologues that have nothing to do with the practice questions. While all three ham it up, Pete Davidson just remains in the background trying not to break character the whole time. Just like these fictional students at their eventual exams, he fails woefully.
Then you start falling. Fast! Hard! And you end up in a place that looks a hell of a lot like where you started.
Surprisingly, when it comes to deliver his own short speech, he powers through it without letting up.
Hey, Miss H, I finished my practice test. Can I go?
Well, are you sure you don't want to do a big emotional speech for us?
Oh, no, I'm good. Because I have to be good.
Even though these kids learned nothing in preparation for their SATs, at least they learned each other. Number 7, State Meeting, Season 44. After 2 Virginia officials admit to doing blackface in the 80s in college, an emergency meeting of the Virginia State Representatives is called.
This is completely off the record, so tell me now so we can get ahead of this.
Kenan Thompson's chair of the Ethics Committee slowly realizes that every member has also done the same at some point. Pete Davidson plays one of the reps and admits to once dressing up as Mr. T.
Who'd you dress up as, Glenn?
Mr. T?
Okay, you see, I didn't get mad. Did you take pictures, Glenn?
The sketch proceeds, and all is going well, until Mikey Day's character owns up to not only putting the inappropriate costume on his face, but also on his rear end. At this point, Davidson simply loses it. We can't say we blame him, though.
Because I was wearing shoe polish on my face.
Well, yeah, now see, the shoe polish, yes, was obviously wrong.
If the joke's good enough to nearly break Thompson, there's hardly hope for anyone else. Number 6, Football Party, Season 42. Dave Chappelle hosting the first post-election SNL episode is now becoming a tradition, and it all started with this 2016 episode. For this sketch, Chappelle plays a 43-year-old man who is still breastfed by his mother, much to the shock of his friends. When Chappelle gets milk sprayed on his face, Davidson is all but done for.
I'm gonna go straight to the source, if you'll excuse me.
Get your muscle milk easy, Brandon. You getting a little toothy down there.
Sorry about that, Mama.
He unsuccessfully tries to hide his laughter behind a cookie and a beer bottle, but there's no coming back for him. Davidson fully loses it after he gets his own dose of the nourishing liquid.
Wasting it!
All right, okay. I think it's time for us to head out. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us. All right.
It's obvious a Davidson and Chappelle combo is always a recipe for disaster, as the two broke character in the Uncle Ben sketch years later.
America. Look at Pete Davidson's lips.
Number 5. So You're Willing to Date a Magician, Season 44. This sketch probably holds the record for the shortest time it took a cast member to break, and that was set by none other than Pete Davidson. Davidson plays body endurance artist Dante Raven, who competes for the heart of Awkwafina's bachelorette in this absurd dating show.
Tracy, why do you want to date a magician?
Well, I just got out of a 2-year relationship with a DJ, so I'm not feeling that picky.
None of the other magicians are remotely close to boyfriend-worthy material, but at least they're able to keep their act together. Davidson, on the other hand, breaks character the moment he makes his first appearance.
Hey, Tracy. I'm the guy for you. I once snorted a billiard ball to impress Wilma Valderrama. But enough about me. I better hold my tongue.
The comedian has just 2 lines throughout the sketch and barely avoids fumbling both of them.
But I did it anyway, for I have mastered my pain.
But somehow, he still manages to do better than Leslie Jones, who owes everything to the note card she's holding. Number 4. Earthquake News Report, Season 44. This sketch is hinged on a pretty straightforward premise. An earthquake strikes a change of name office, and a news crew is sent over to cover the incident,
trapping several people who are in the legal change of name office below. I'm told the building was especially busy as due to the partial government shutdown.
But things take a hilarious turn when the victims start saying their names. Pete Davidson's firefighter was most likely written to laugh at the absurd names being read out. But it's very easy to differentiate when it's the character laughing and when it's Davidson breaking.
Oreo Party, Tiny Dick, and Morgan Mindy.
The latter happens so often, it starts to seem like he is laughing in delight over the jokes he likely contributed to, rather than just at the funny names.
And I should mention that we did not know Mr. Queef was inside, so when he came out, it was a delightful surprise. We will update you as we learn more. Thank you.
You can see how proudly he applauds when the doctor calls out the last one. Number 3. Posters, Season 42. In this 2016 sketch, Pete Davidson plays a boy who struggles to learn algebra until he receives some timely help from his bedroom posters.
Okay, my poster is talking to me, so I must be dreaming.
Yeah, and you're also dreaming if you think that you're never going to use math.
The frame characters played by Mikey Day, Kenan Thompson, and Kate McKinnon all offer helpful suggestions, while Emma Stone's model just goes on and on about her hot dog. You'd think it's Stone's nasally voice and her fat, gross piece of food that'll send Davidson over the edge.
So if I eat this entire fat, gross hot dog and mustard plops all over my shirt, what does that equal?
But instead, it's when Thompson utters his very first line that the comedian brings the entire sketch to a halt.
Man, everybody uses math.
Davidson nearly breaks into a fit of laughter but manages to hold it off and gets right back into character after a short moment. Number 2. Diner Lobster, Season 43. It's quite an unspoken rule to never order lobster at a diner. Pete Davidson's character in this sketch, however, decides to break that rule. By doing so, he triggers a Les Miserables type musical, in which the lobster, played by Kenan Thompson, sings in lament as his life comes to an end.
Who's this guy?
I thought that there was an unspoken rule that lobster in a diner's never cool.
It's a surreal and brilliant sketch, but per usual, Davidson wastes no time in breaking character. In fact, he doesn't even bother hiding behind a prop or looking away.
Must he die? How can you ever face his lobster friends? How can you ever face yourself again, monster?
He just openly laughs at the camera when it cuts back to him. Makes you wonder if he's ever present for the dress rehearsal or sees everything for the first time during the live shows.
All right. Forget the lobster. I'll have the veal instead.
Number 1. Career Day, Season 44. This arguably ranks as one of the greatest SNL sketches in recent history, and that's largely due to Adam Driver's portrayal of aging oil baron Abraham H. Parnassus.
Hello, boy. How are you? Look at your father, boy. Look upon your father with pride.
I see you, man.
Driver's performance is also the reason why Pete Davidson breaks damn near the entire scene. Davidson plays Parnassus' son, who has to sit in the front row while his father addresses his class for Career Day.
My bones never hardened, but my spirit did. Be strong and crush your enemies.
Driver's commitment to the role and his constant outbursts at Davidson just dissolve him into a fit of giggles. We're certain hardly anyone could have gotten through this without doing the same. So if there is any time Pete Davidson should get a pass for breaking character, it would definitely be this one.
Crush you into the ground!